Hey guys, this is Jim City Digimon. I know I've not been uploading very much. Had a lot of things going on. New parent again. Have a second child, so things been pretty busy for me. Uh, Not been really going to too many tournaments lately, and just trying to juggle between doing YouTube and finding time to kind of do videos. It's kind of difficult. Um, but I want to bring you guys a deck profile that I kind of like right now. It's still kind of like a work in progress, but so far testing has been pretty good on it. Um, and it's kind of a bit near and dear to my heart, just based on the Digimon and the Digimon line, and it's kind of a classic for my channel. But let's go ahead and get started. We are doing for the eggs 4 Koromon. This is the draw 1 Koromon. As long as it has Greymon or Omnimon in its name. I don't think we need a fifth egg. We shouldn't be grinding matches at all. So, uh, yep, 4 Koromons. Um, we are on 4 Agumon. This is your searcher. Grab look at the 4 cards, grab a Greymon or Omnimon and one Tai Kamiya, put it in your hand. Um, Everything in this deck is kind of searchable. We also have the inheritable of Ball has Greymon or Omnimon gains 1 KDP. So uh, that is for Agumon. We're on also 4 of the BT14 Agumon. Start a turn. As long as you have Taikimiya, you can evolve into a Greymon in your hand without paying the cost. It's really good. It's I know a lot of people are dropping this. I'm still kind of keeping it as a 4 of, just because I think it's still somewhat good and somewhat reliable. This is a good starting card that I want to see, along with an Agumon or any other searcher card that we have. So we play it as a 4 of. Then we have 4 of our Agu X, evolve over to Agumon and get a search of 3 cards, 1 Greymon or Omnimon, and 1 X antibody. So just kind of climb up the line. Um, for the level 4s, um, we are on 4 of the BT5 Greymon because as long as we have Agumon and Stitch Evolution cards, we gain 1 memory. So it makes it instead of a 2 cost, a 1 cost. And inheritable of gain 2 KDP as long as it has Greymon or Omnimon other than the Dora Gray, Burning Gray, or Dextoro. So just kind of make our bodies a little bit bigger. We're on 2 of the Greymon from BT17. Evolves over your Agumon for 2 costs. When Digivolve and has Koromon in its sources, you gain 3 KDP and then delete something with as much or less DP as this. Has all names of all your level 3 or lower cards. And on deletion, you may play a Tamer with Tai Kamiya or Kari Kamiya, which we're not worried about the Kari Kamiya, but we are going to be swinging. What I don't see this card as much, but it's still a good card to kind of help clear board a little bit, control, and also allow us to play our Tamers. So what you want to do is have this Agu and that Greymon, and just swing, um, play a tie, or just play a tie. If you delete, sorry, sorry about that. Trying to be a little bit more professional. Or if you kind of want to just go Agu back over to Agu into another Agu X and get some more searching, that's another option. If you just want to make a really big stack, but I use it more for the control effect. It also has an inheritable of on deletion play Tai Akari, or Hatch in the breeding. I wish it was both effects instead of just one or the other, but like I said, I use it more for the control. We are still on 3 Gray X. Go over your Greymons for 0 cost, and you get protection from bouncing or deleting. And because pop-up Bandai only allows us to have 1 Gray X antibody when it should become off the ban list, so we just play it as a 1 of. Honestly, if that card was back to 4, I'd be playing as a 4, and it would be super busted. Because we play 4 of the red black Metal Greymon to go up the line for 1 cost over your Gray X. Has raid, and if the attack target is switched, you may play a black or red tamer with a play cost of 4 or less, so you can set up your more ties. Also, there's some funny things you can do if you have another line going up. We're not playing a lot like swarming the board, but we can do a little bit of swarming. Also, you have piercing. We have 1 of the Metal Gray Alterius mode, just extra protection, especially in this line, to kind of make it a little more sticky. Also, if you have a tamer in play, pop something with 5k or less DP. And we're on 3 of the Metal Gray X antibody virus. When digivolving, till the end of your turn, they can't be DP reduced and is unaffected by D-digivolve, which is super strong. Especially to DP minus, because a lot of things are DP minusing nowadays, especially with armors. And as long as it has Metal Greymon or X antibody underneath, you can delete something with 6k or less. So you have these grays to pop bodies. Some of the bigger ones, these can get rid of smaller bodies, and just kind of do what Metal Gray likes to do, or Greymon likes to do. So we're going a little bit more control, but we can still be a bit aggro. And has an inheritable opponent's turn when a Digimon becomes unsuspended. If this Digimon and Greymon or Omnimon is named, trash top card of your opponent's security. So, so you're going to see in the top end, this is kind of what we're doing. We're kind of using this effect to kind of be a little more disgusting. We're playing 3 of the Gaiomon from EX4 when digivolving. It is also treated as a Greymon in name. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 13 or more. We're not doing that as much, but we're using a secondary effect of the trash on the top card of your opponent's security. So we're getting 1 off into your turn. If you have a tamer, which you should have a tamer, it's pretty easy to get. You can digivolve into a Gaiomon with 13 costs or more without ignoring the digivolution requirements and without paying the costs. Which brings us to our 3 Gaiomon from the promo, the new one. Has reboot and blocker, so good keywords we want for this deck. When digivolving until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your opponent's Digimon gains starting your main phase. This Digimon attacks, so it is a mandatory effect that has to resolve. Then this Digimon may attack, so you can swing immediately after evolving, especially passing turn. And all turns when an attack target is changed, trash top card of your opponent's security. So this is especially great for aggroing one stack, swinging over another, get piercing, still get a check, get rid of a body. So we're doing trash 1, hit 1, unsuspend, trash 1, and then reboot, block. That's another trash. So that's 4 securities in a turn change. So especially if you kind of want to build up and back it up to your Metal Greymon back here. And just have like one other body swing for the 1 check. So it's I tried to make this as memory efficient as possible. We do have one other Digimon, and this is kind of like a little bit of a flex spot, and I'm kind of debating whether I want to go with this card or another card. But right now I'm kind of testing with the Omnimon X antibody. If you don't have the money for it, which I know this card is kind of pricey right now, I pulled 2 of them. One in a box and one during pre-release. Well, one I pulled a pre-release one. It goes over your Omnimon for 2. We don't play any other Omnimons. Digivolve for 6. On play when digivolving if you have Omnimon or X antibody and its sources. Choose one of both players' Digimon, delete all others, then return one of your opponent's Digimon to the bottom of the deck. We are more than likely going to have an X antibody underneath our stack. So we're going to be doing a board wipe. And then end of your turn, one of your Digimon may gain rush and attack for the turn without suspending. So we can swing, get the last check, and then clear board and go for Omni for game. So it can be super aggressive. You can do Agubond, the ace, for its DP deletion effect. It's a 3 cost. You should be having 3 memories starting off with, because we have some memory setters in here. Swing, pop, and then swing over, trash, and then that's game. So either way, if you want to go, I think the Agu has a little bit more. It's not as searchable, but it does have that defensive play style to it to pop board and then threaten lethal. Unfortunately, we do not get protection because it doesn't have a Greymon name. It is just an Agumon. Uh, Going on to Tamers, we're playing 3 Cool Boy because he's the coolest boy. It is still a really good card. On play, reveal 3 cards, add 1 Digimon with X antibody and straight, and 1 option card with X antibody and straights among them, and add to your hand, so you can get 2 cards. Which half our deck is searchable through that. And when you evolve into the same level Digimon with X antibody and straight, spend game 1, draw 1. We're on 1 of the blocker tie. You gain 1 and gain 1 KDP during the start of your main phase and on play. And when you evolve into a Greymon or Omnimon, suspended to gain 1 memory. And we're on 2 of the starter deck Tai Camillas. It's your memory setter, and also when attack target is switched, suspend, draw 1, and then gain 2 KDP till the end of the turn. I do see where, especially in the Magnamon X matchup, we want to try to be bigger because we don't have an alternative effect to gain DP. If you want to be like more an aggressive playstyle instead of a controlling playstyle, you can do 3 of the red Metal Gray X to gain the additional 3 KDP and security attack +1. But I want to do kind of the burn where I'm only swinging twice and then burning for swing once, burn and burn 3. So it's more of a control-y, oppressive deck. Now for the option cards, we're playing 2 Red Scramble. We should all know what Red Scramble does. Evolve into a Digimon for reduced cost of 3. Place in your battle area. You can grab something from your trash, put it on top of your deck. You can grab your Omnimon if that's the thing you're missing. You can grab your Gaiomon if that's the thing you're missing. We're playing 2 Red Memory Boost. Search 4 cards. Everything besides this Greymon is searchable, and your Tamers and your other options. But if you want to, you can do trainings, but I like the Red Memory Boost because it allows me to gain the memory instead of, reduce cost. We're on 2 of the Protoform. Been debating whether I want this or X Antibody, the BT21 X Antibody, or go to 3 or instead of 2. But I figure this would probably be better because when the Digimon would be deleted, you can put one of the sources back into your hand. So if you have this in hand, but you're missing this for the next turn to kind of go for game. Oh, I'm sorry. Even this Gaiomon here, if you build up to your Greymon on the back, is a pseudo game card because you can trash top card security if they don't have a 13K or more. So it's kind of like pseudo Omni in a way, but not really. I keep forgetting about that, but you can kind of do that if you want. And we're playing the one of the Hades Force. Sorry. This card also gets thrown into security, so the moment they attack, it goes back into your hand. So you can kind of just, facilitate your gross plays. Grab the Gaiomon here, trash, and then attach, go Omni X, and hey, look, there's game. So we played as 2. There's times where I wish I saw it more, but I think 2 is fine, and I don't know where to place a third, what I would take out. Maybe this tie, but again, I only have 2 right now, but we'll see. And then we'll do the last card, the Hades Force. It's essentially your Tamer Hate. Reduce cost by 2 if you have an X antibody and a Digimon source. The option card, which this is treated as X antibody. And delete any number of Digimon and Tamers equal to the Digimon's play cost, equal to or less than the Digimon's play cost. So 12 or 13 is about where you're going. You can hit a lot of Tamers. You can get rid of some of the bodies that are causing problems. And then one of your Digimon Greymon is named may attack a player. So, see, this is kind of where I'm debating. If you don't have the protoforms, you can go for the regular X antibodies and just go for the red metal gray. and do the same thing, but it's just going to be more an aggressive build instead of a control build. Um, and also the metal grade just gives you a little more, protection effects. But I honestly have been enjoying this build so far. I've been debating whether I want to play this in my store regional, um, or go with something else. I've been kind of playing with adventures and debating whether I want to play Ancient Garu, but I just don't know where I want to go yet. This video is definitely going up after regionals, and I will kind of, you know, come back and maybe let you guys know like how this deck did, how it felt. But so far in the matches I've had on a webcam and testing on the sim, it's been going pretty good. The sim I'm not too big of a fan of for whatever reason. I just feel like it's way too random compared to like actually playing and shuffling. So for some reason it just feels different. But let me know what you guys think. I tried to build this as efficient as possible, but we're always going to suffer the same problem as any red deck or X body deck. Missing pieces, missing cards. Which this doesn't feel too bad if you're missing something because you always got some other line to go up in. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I will catch you in the next one.